scenery here is wonderful. I've landed the perfect job. I wonder what's inside this package. No. No peeking at my customer's stuff.
I'm here. I'm back. All good. Doing all good. I just finished a few games of Dota. A very long match. Of course, I didn't stream it. I decided not to for now. A very intense match. Won the game, and then after that, I decided to take a break and come back just to start a stream. The rest of the day, nothing much actually. Just work. Okay. So I think it was from last stream. Yeah, this thing. It got freaking blocked by someone. You can search for it though. Gotta find it. But I think I'll do that later. Gonna have to. Let me just do this real quick to get the energy going. To get the resin going. There you go.
Take it easy.
Let's start by doing some dailies, and then after that try to finish Baizhu Quest line. After that try to finish Liyue, the event in Liyue. Maybe a little bit of Inazuma. And then after that maybe I'll start doing the weekly stuff. But first I gotta prioritize the quest line first. Is the audio okay? I hope it's fine. It's fine? Alright. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, there we go.
Time to act.
Wait, what's our level actually? Yeah. Yeah, I think it's okay. I was thinking of leveling her up manually, but you know what? Maybe never mind. Maybe not.
Quiet.
Let's get down to business. Race to the wicket. Cut down. Like this.
Good eye.
Game's up. Time's over. Gotcha.
So quiet. Finished. You can't run. Well, neither can I. I miscalculated.
I had to change it to Hutao just for the speed. I want to finish this very as fast as possible. As fast as possible. It's actually fucking insane. I need it.
Add Astro. Thank you for. Add Astro.
I'm actually running out of chicken. What? Huh. How the hell did that happen? Yeah, I think it's time to kill a few birds. Although, I think I might miss.
Take it easy.
Feels good, man. I guess I have to come back then. I have to come back and then every day just to kill the birds to get the chicken going. Can't believe it's actually running out. I'm surprised. Even though I grind this game daily. Oh, I can also kill the vultures too outside. At the desert. They give like 2 to 3 fowl every kill. That's an idea. Anything else that is easy? Oh. Cannot use in current state. Or the mysterious meat? This is the first time I heard about that.
This realm.
Oh, I picked it up before? Huh. Interesting. It gives you random meat in the cooking menu. What the hell? Legit the first time I heard of this. Holy shit. Hold up. I actually have 3 valberries. What? Yo. Oh, okay, hold up. Not gonna lie. Dude, I picked up valberries on like a daily basis back in the days when the weekly quest when the weekly quest used to say pick up 100 Mondstadt specialties. I used to have like 800 of them. How did this happen? Actually, how about the rest then? Yeah, 75 core lapis is reasonable. So does wolf hook as well. The hell? Alright. Interesting. Oh gosh darn. Let's make something random. I want to make something random here. And then after that, just instantly finish it. I just need the XP. Nothing more, nothing less. And then I'll preemptively set up a new one. Ah, this one. Use the expedition for obtaining meat and fruit. Oh, actually, maybe I should change that.
If you ever...
For the Mondstadt one, I always never fail to use it for ores. But you know what? I think it's time to change that. Yeah, that's a lot. That's actually a lot. It used to be 4K as well. I don't know what happened here. I think that's it. Yeah. That should be it. I can do the rest later. I can also play the TCG as well. It has become fun since I learned new mechanics and new cards. Though I seldom explore, I don't really like exploring the whole game genre. Unless I'm forced to. But since I'm forced to, that happens. Okay. Okay, now I'm comfortable. I need this. I need to finish the Baizhu. Otherwise, I'm just gonna get stuck forever. Try to finish Baizhu, and then go for the New Year card event, and then half of Inazuma. That will be the whole premise of the stream. As for weekly bosses, drop it for now. It's gonna be very time consuming, considering that I start streaming at 9 p.m. Is there any archive for this? Since I don't really remember the quest line. Oh, come on, complete quest? Okay. I guess not. I guess not.
They searched to the north, but couldn't find anyone who matched the description.
Well, that complicates things. The city folks say there's no sign of him either. We need to start looking further afield. But where are we gonna get the people?
Excuse me, sirs. Have you found out anything about my dad yet?
Ah, hey there, buddy. Dr. Baizhu. What brings you out this way?
The boy asked for our help, so we're here to join the search. Any new developments to update us on?
Oh, thank goodness. We were just discussing how we're running out of manpower. As for updates, I'm sorry to say that we've searched the surrounding area thoroughly, but didn't find anything.
The guards at the crossing up ahead said they hadn't seen anyone either, so we don't believe he was heading towards the Guili Plains. But it is possible that he was bound for Luhua Pool.
Luhua Pool? The terrain there can be tricky to navigate. Let's hope he hasn't run into any trouble.
You will? Oh, great. We can't thank you enough.
Sorry we weren't able to find your dad, buddy.
That's okay. Thank you for trying.
Tyler and Taixian. Both of these are brothers, aren't they?
I'm afraid we have to stay at our posts, so we won't be able to join you in the search.
We'll update our superiors on the situation and see if they can assign anyone else to help.
I feel like walking there manually. Yeah, I think I'll enjoy the scenery. Oh, and that too, yeah. I can run into birds and then get some food on the way back as well. It's hard nowadays trying to like play Genshin, but you're only focused on the dailies and the weeklies, and then after all that, I think it's a nice change of pace to just walk around. Oh! I had to run into these birds. What?
Dad! Dad, can you hear me? There's somebody. Oh no! It's. Hey, you! Stop! Don't go any further! Watch where you're going!
I did not expect Hu Tao to be involved in this quest line. This is an unexpected event. And I love to see it.
Oh, dear customer, Longsheng Funeral Parlor does appreciate your patronage, but you needn't hasten the inevitable. Are you all right? Huh? Dad! Hey, Hotel! My, who do we have here? It's the Traveler in Paimon, and my worst nightmare. I see she still hasn't warmed to you.
Thank you, Director Who, for saving this man.
Dad, are you okay? Do you recognize me? It's me, Ayu.
You're... Ayu? Who am I?
Your name is Jiao Liang, and you live just west of Qingse Village. You were supposed to come to Liyue Harbor to see the doctor. Remember? Does that jog your memory?
Oh, my name is Jialiang. Liyue Harbor. See the doctor? Yes, I'm Jialiang, and I need to see the doctor. Wait, why do I need to see the doctor?
Uh-oh. He seems in really bad shape. We need to get him back to Boo Boo Pharmacy right away. Sorry, Hutao. Gotta dash. Dinner's on us next time.
Hold on a second. You're not seriously thinking of taking him to Boo Boo Pharmacy in this state, are you?
Huh? Why not? What's the problem?
Come on, Baizhu. Don't tell me you haven't noticed it. Didn't your master teach you how to spot the signs? Why do I get the sense that you spotted them right away, but you're planning to use it for your own ends?
Use what? What are you talking about? Paimon's lost.
Right, I completely forgot who
There
thought
are
is super
traces
smart.
of God remains in Jialiang's system.
Yes, but more importantly, they're on the verge of an outburst. If that happens, the consequences will be unthinkable.
Paimon, sorry. What?
God remains? There's no need to worry, Director Hu. I have methods of keeping them at bay. It is the sworn duty of all who practice medicine to cure illnesses and save lives. What reason would I have to neglect a patient in need who is right there in front of me? Besides, it was my late master's dying wish to be able to save this patient in particular. Perhaps out of respect for him, you could give me a day's grace so that I have time to treat him?
Now you're bringing my great uncle into this? Baizhu, just what are you
What?
Merely to cure this man, nothing more. But of course, if you have any doubt as to my intentions, you are more than welcome to accompany me to Boo Boo Pharmacy and monitor my activities.
Oh, really? I thought I was persona non grata at Boo Boo Pharmacy. You're being unusually generous today.
Okay, what the hell is persona non grata? Let me Google, I want to Google that real quick. A Latin phrase meaning unwelcome person as a legal term refers to the practice of a state prohibiting a diplomat from entering the country as a diplomat or in censuring a diplomat or resident in the country for conduct of becoming the status of diplomat. Whoever wrote this, fuck off. My god. So it's basically just people who is unwelcome. Cool.
Okay, deal. We're not gonna solve anything by keeping Jialiang here. I'm happy to do it your way, but only for my great uncle's sake and the travelers, of course.
You must be pleased you brought the traveler along. Otherwise, this would have been a much more vexing ordeal.
Well, time is of the essence. Let's get ourselves back to Boo Boo Pharmacy at once.
Oh, never mind.
Blockages within the cardiovascular system, reduced blood flow and energy circulation? I see. I suppose this must have caused the cognitive abnormalities.
Dr. Baizhu, how bad is it? Can you cure him?
Don't you worry. Baizhu's a really great doctor. He's sure to find a way. Isn't that right, Baizhu?
Ayu, do you know when your father first started displaying these symptoms?
I'm not sure. He's been like this for as long as I can remember.
What the?
As bad as this
What
when
happened?
I was still little.
So it's been a long time indeed. No, I have a treatment plan in mind. We can start tonight. Come and see me again tomorrow morning. I promise that by then, Ayu will find his father healthy and lucid again.
Thank you, Dr. Baizhu. Thank you so much.
If you still have any misgivings, Director Hu, please feel free to hang around for as long as you wish.
However, it would be best if you step outside this room. A doctor must be able to focus when treating a patient. Any distractions heighten the risk of complications.
Yes, of course, absolutely. I'll just go and look at the flowers or something. But I will be back in an instant at the first sign that something's amiss.
See you tomorrow, Baizhu and Chang Chang.
Bye for now, everyone.
Are you ready, Baizhu?
Ready as I'll ever be. I'm used to it by now. Come on, let's get started.
All's well that ends well, huh? You know, Paimon's kind of curious after hearing Baizhu mention those people from his past. What do you think they were like? Yeah, you must be curious too, right? Let's go see what we can find out while Baizhu's busy treating Ayu's dad.
The quest line should be completed, not right? It should be okay. Yeah, it's available now. But which region? Like, what's the area? Only at the entrance. I hope it doesn't clash.
While I'm idling time on admiring the scenery, the spectacled snake-bedecked docks doing surgery. Hello, you busy bees, and what do you have to discuss with the funeral director today?
What the hell did she just say initially? What the hell was that? What the fuck? That's that's oddly cute.
Actually, don't tell me. Let me guess. From the looks on your faces, you've got some questions for me.
Guilty as charged. So, we were just a little curious about Baizhu's master. What was he like? Oh, and also, how come you and Baizhu could tell so quickly that Jia Liang had god remains in his system?
Huh? I thought I told you once before. Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was first founded to fight back against the vengeful wrath of gods defeated in war. Well, it is a dusty old tale by this point. Long story short, in the ancient world, dead gods were acting up, so our ancestors started purifying the air and burning the bodies of the deceased to guard the border between life and death. These days, we don't deal with the wrath of the gods anymore, but all the relevant know-how is still passed down to each generation, so we can identify gods' remains when we see them.
Okay, Paimon gets it now. Wait, so how did Baizhu learn to spot them?
Almost certainly from his master, who was also my great-uncle. Baizhu's master was my grandpa's younger brother, a former deputy director of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
I need to process that. Baizhu's master, Hu Tao's great uncle, grandpa's younger brother, who is a deputy director of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. Okay, I got it.
Wow, fancy that! Huh. So, if he was from Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, how did he end up as Baizhu's master?
According to my grandpa, he and my great-uncle once went traveling together when they were young. They ended up at Chenyu Vale, where they met a pharmacist. That pharmacist must have cast some sort of spell on my great-uncle, because after that encounter, he suddenly announced he wanted to leave the family business and go practice medicine instead. My grandpa had a huge argument with him, but he couldn't convince him to stay. So my grandpa inherited the funeral parlor, while my great-uncle stayed in Chenyu Vale to practice medicine. They never spoke to each other again.
Funeral director to doctor is a pretty big career change. Kinda hard to imagine. But why did it drive a wedge between them for the rest of their lives? That seems a bit extreme.
If he had just become a regular doctor, there would have been no issue. After all, the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor wasn't unlike a regular doctor's clinic in the early days. But according to my grandpa, the pharmacist they met had a very ominous aura about him. And on top of that, the kind of medicine practiced in the Chenyu Vale tradition goes against the natural order of things.
In what way?
Don't know. My grandpa didn't know the specifics. And you've seen how wary Baizhu is around me. He'd never tell me anything. But even that says to me that he definitely has something to hide. One thing I do know about Baizhu is that he's obsessed with the idea of immortality. But whether that has anything to do with what he's hiding is hard to say. Anyway, so I will be sticking around here for now to keep a close eye on the situation. Maybe tomorrow I'll finally figure out what he's up to.
After all that, it seems like we have more questions than answers. Never mind. We'll just have to ask Baizhu himself about all of this tomorrow.
Oh, while you're here, have either of you seen Chi-Chi around?
Mm.
It's not every day I get to infiltrate Baizhu's lair, but alas, I didn't catch a single glimpse of her anywhere. Aha! What if Baizhu knew I'd be on the lookout for her and hid her away in advance? Have you seen Chi-Chi? Tell me where she is quickly.
Oh.
I need to go seal her away.
Oh, what the hell?
If I reach my full physical potential...
Oh, this is gonna be a very long quest line. I might actually have to stop because it's almost like, what, 11? 10. I need to take a... I need to sleep at 11 or 11:30.
It's a new day! Let's go back to Boo Boo Pharmacy and check out how Jiao Liang is doing.
Dad!
Oh, are you?
Dad, you remember me!
Yes, I remember now. Oh, are you? I'm so sorry. You must have been worried sick. Has your mom shown up yet? She's been gone for a while, hasn't she?
Don't worry, Dad. I got the Adventurers Guild to help us look for her. And Dr. Baizhu's gonna help too. Right now, all you need to do is concentrate on getting better.
Great. That's wonderful. I can't thank you enough, Dr. Baizhu. My pleasure, really. It's the least I can do to honor my late master's dying wish. If anything, I should be apologizing to you for not making the time to visit in all these years. Not at all, Dr. Baizhu. It's only because Jiang Li... What was her reason again? You're still in the early stages of recovery, so you'll need to take it easy for a while. Take it slowly and try not to overexert yourself.
I suggest you stay at Boo Boo Pharmacy and rest for at least the next few days.
Director Hu, do you have any further reservations about Jia Liang's condition?
It seems like the evil presence is gone after all. You really did manage to suppress it, huh? But how did you accomplish this in a single night?
That would be a trade secret, I'm afraid. If that gives you any cause for concern, you may continue to monitor Jia Liang for as long as you wish.
What in the world was that laugh?
Though I regret to say that Boo Boo Pharmacy cannot offer to reimburse Wangsheng Funeral Parlor for any revenue lost in the meantime.
Oh, come on, Baizhu. I'm not that unreasonable.
I I've been stuck indoors for too long. Baizhu, take me outside for some air, or I'm going to suffocate.
Ah, yes, of course. Everyone, please excuse Qiangsheng and myself for a moment.
Dude.
Suffering now, are we? Did you seriously expect to cover it up just by putting on a brave face and ignoring it? If it weren't for my quick thinking, they'd have all seen the sorry state you're in by now. But in any case, why must you keep this a secret from everybody? You should at least share your secret with one person you trust.
Who's there? Why did you follow us here? Oh, it's nothing. I just needed to get some air.
What did I just say about putting on a brave face? Traveler, Paimon, the truth is, Baizhu did not cure Jialiang's illness. Instead, he transferred some of his own life force to his patient to temporarily subdue the poison in his system. Baizhu, can you please explain all of this?
My predecessors in medicine forged a contract with Qiangsheng. Every successor to this contract is able to use Qiangsheng's secret art to treat patients. I believe the irregularities with Jialiang's heart meridian were likely caused by a poison concocted using god remains as a key ingredient. The poison has not been purged from Jialiang's system. Rather, I infused him with some of my own life force, using Qiangsheng as the delivery medium. This will suppress the poison's effects for a limited time.
Qiangsheng? You can do that? Huh. Paimon always thought you were just Baizhu's strange choice of a necklace. Hey, I'll have you know that I commanded the respect of even the Adepti back in Chenyu Vale. If anything, he is my mannequin. I was treating patients with Baiju's master's master long before he ever set eyes on his first medical text. Whoa. Guess you shouldn't judge a snake by its skin.
Please, that's enough.
Wait a sec. Huto was saying that the branch of medicine you studied uses some pretty dubious methods. So, when you transfer your life force, does that mean you're actually damaging your own body?
Hardly. Qiangsheng helps to keep my chi in balance, so there is no great harm done.
Still, Baiju's life force is not unlimited. We must find a way to neutralize the poison in Jialiang's body, and soon.
Did you see me wave? Or did you notice? Did you see? Do I need to do it again?
Traveler, Paimon, would you lend this dummy a hand? He needs someone checking up on him, or he'll exhaust himself trying to accomplish everything on his own. Baizhu, don't you think you should seize this opportunity? You cannot expect to hide this from everyone for your entire life. Time will see that all secrets surface eventually.
Entire life.
We're actually playing a dying hero, a dying character. And this guy is searching for immortality. The moment we see chapter 2 and 3, he might as well turn into another Himeko. You want a thumbs up? Right here. It's all good, right? Hi. I can also show a pinky swear. Or a point finger. Or knuckle.
Thank you, Traveler and Paimon.
doesn't think we've seen this side of you. But there's no need to thank us. You've helped us out before.
The poison in Jialiang's system must have accumulated over a prolonged period. I think I should pay a visit to their family home and look for clues as to how he might have been exposed to it.
Anyway, as I was saying, Baizu's literally dying, man. If he has a continuation story, probably around maybe a year or two, since I will always be playing Genshin until the end. Who knows? It's either him getting immortality and then just say the contract is whatever, or he just say contract is whatever and proceeds to die, just like Himeko. Why did I choose Lumine? Did you look at her freaking face? It's adorable.
Yes, I asked Ayu this morning before you arrived. He told me that his family lives in a secluded spot to the west of Qingsa village. Let's head there together once I've asked Gui and Chi-Chi to look after the pharmacy.
See? Look at that. Her eyes looks like one of those the gold tier Geo Ascension material.
As well as investigating Jialiang's exposure to the poison, we should also keep an eye out for Ayu's missing mother, my fellow disciple Jiang Li.
How dare you call her ugly? Next time we see him, I think Huda will be happily accept her new income. Oh no, don't go there. Don't go. Oh, knowing Hu Tao, maybe she might actually mention that at least a few times. Either that or they just suddenly introduce a new variant of Hu Tao that she just decided to. She just decided to form a contract with Changsheng or something.
She's finally gone. She's gone for good now, right? Right?
Show me your 5-star. Oh boy.
Silly Gerald, Billy.
Okay, let's go through the list.
Billy.
Yalan, Hu Tao, Arataki Ito, Albedo, Zhongli, Shenhe, Kamisato Ayaka, Ke Jing, Nahida, Dendro Trailblazer, Nilu, Mona, Klee, and also Diluc. C6 Diluc. Those are all the 5-stars that I have so far. Just so you know, I didn't whale the shit out of Diluc. I just fell 50-50 on him. It got so bad that compared to a C6 Chi-Chi, it's actually fucking nothing. Chi-Chi isn't C6 at all. My girl is C1. The absolute state of this game. Is it high? Is it high altitude? Shit, it is. I did 150 pulls from Kirara, but I got Diluc. What the fuck? What the fuck? Did you manage to get Kirara though? At least, right? All the way to C6? That's 150 pulls. Or perhaps that you ended up, I don't know, max out Chongyun or Yunjin. What the?
Whoa! There's a house all the way out here? Huh. It's so well hidden, Paimon's never noticed it before.
You know what? I feel like I feel like I'm starting to curse people with Diluc. Since I got a C6 D-Look, right? And for some reason, when I tried to roll on my little brother's account, he also got a D-Look. And hopefully when I roll Yanis's account, my friend, by the way, I hope she doesn't, well, I hope she doesn't get a D-Look, actually. Although she might get one, and I hope for the best, I guess. Well, just imagine losing 50-50 only to get the red guy again. I might as well play freaking Stariel. Actually, I might as well play other gacha games. You got weapons? What the hell? Nah. That's just sad. That is just... No, it's actually much worse than getting a character. What in the world? This looks like a really good scenery if you remove the character. It's a little wallpaper and then that's all good.
Nor have I. And I've hosted clinics at Qingsa Village many times in the past. If you ask me, Jiang Li was trying to remain unnoticed.
Oh, that reminds Paimon. We meant to ask earlier, but it slipped our minds in the rush to get here. Could you tell us more about Jiang Li? You said she was your fellow disciple, right?
She was indeed. We studied medicine together under the same master near Chenyu Vale. She is several years older than I and also began her travels far earlier than me. As a result, the time I spent studying alongside her was rather short.
Supposedly, she met an herb gatherer sometime during her travels and decided to settle down with him. That must have been Jialiang.
It's heavenly to getting weapons on a character banner? I don't know. Okay, maybe if the weapon is, for example, a sacrificial sword or something, or anything that benefits any of the long cooldown reapply skill mechanic, sure, I'll take it. Going for that is much better. Oh, but if you want to be, it's a pain for those who want to collect constellation though. Me, for example. Last year I was desperately in need to roll for Yunjin, but every time I roll, Barbara comes out. And now she's only like what, C3 instead of C6? It was pure despair. Now I wanted to put constellation on Kirara as well, but you know what? I'll keep it. I want to roll for Kazuha.
Wait, Changxiang, are you saying neither of you had actually met Jialiang or Ayu before all of this?
Jiang Li did occasionally come back to Chenyu Vale to see our master, but for whatever reason, she hardly ever talked about her family. The last time she visited us, she and Master had some sort of quarrel. We never heard from her after that. It almost seemed as if she'd gone into hiding.
Mine's still not C6? Soon, man, soon.
Quarrel? What happened? I don't know. I did not witness the argument myself.
Nor did Master ever explain it to me. All he would say is that should I ever encounter Jiang Li or her family in the future, I should do everything in my power to help them.
Ah, now it makes sense. So you just use your life force directly.
Oh, so that's why you went to such extreme lengths to help Jialiang.
No. Even if my master had never said anything, it would still be my duty as a doctor to help him. My decision would have remained the same.
I got it wrong. Alright.
Paimon never knew you were so selfless, Baizhu. Paimon always had you down as the sneaky, scheming type. Sorry.
So a few words from me is enough to dispel all your suspicions? You ought not be quite so quick to relax your guard, Paimon. Sometimes even the good guys have their own private agenda.
What the... Okay, that was the most suspicious sounding thing you've ever said.
Let's leave the idle chatter there for now. Jiang Li has lived in this house for many years. There must be something here that can shed a little light on this whole situation. Let's split up. But if anyone finds anything, we'll examine it together.
Sign on Tainari Ayakai Diluk and that's it? Oh, really? Of all those roles. Several faint marks can be seen on the pillar. Maybe it was used to record Ayu's height as he grew up. There's some faded writing near the bottom mark. The more quickly Ayu grows up, the sooner can leave. Judging by the number of marks on the pillar, the family has led a secluded existence here for many, many years. Oh, that is so sad. What? Why is he turning around like that? Oh my, Baizhu, you don't cough in turn rate. You lost 50-50 to Tainari on Yelan's banner. Well, that means you got a Dendro Yelan. Fair enough. Did you pull for Shenhe when she rerun? Oh god. Oh god, holy shit. The firewood is okay, let me reread that. Okay. The firewood is neatly stacked, and the logs were cut with great power and precision. Whoever chopped the firewood must have been physically fit. Some logs at the bottom of the pile had begun to rot. It must have been a while since any new wood was added to the pile. It's been a while since new wood has been added to the pile. Right, they don't really rot when it's piled up with the fresh wood. Some roof tiles broke. Mom and I tried to get up and take a look, but we didn't manage. Luckily, Dad was able to fix them in no time. The dinner table was a bit wobbly today when we sat down to eat. Dad tried to fix it, but ended up breaking one of the legs by accident. Dad's forgetting things again. I'll have to write it all down for now, and read it back to him when he's feeling a bit better.
Traveler, Paimon, come quick!
That's sad.
What is this?
Chung Shung and I found a hidden compartment. This is what was hidden inside.
You sense it too? You're right. This is a poison concocted using god remains. Is it? Breathing? Paimon's not seeing things, is she?
No, your eyes do not deceive you. I do believe the poison in this bottle is alive. Some toxins act a lot like living organisms. I read about this once in the Origins and Symptoms of Diseases. This ancient class of poisons consists of mother and minor loads, capable of sustaining a connection over vast distances.
Ooh.
If it's a concoction of this kind we're dealing with, then both the poison in Jialiang's system and this one here are likely minor loads. Offshoots, essentially.
Offshoots? So, the main body is somewhere else?
Correct. Whoever is administering the poison can manipulate the source to indirectly control the poisoned individual's behavior and even cognition. Similarly, the poisoned individual will hear, to a varying extent, the call of the source.
The call of the... Wait. So, back when Jialiang ran off, maybe that explains where he was heading!
Only one thing could have been drawing him there. The source of the god remains used as the poison's key ingredient, the mother lode.
This is getting crazier and crazier. What kind of person would do all this just to poison Jialiang?
I had a feeling it has something to do with Jiang Li, no?
Hey, why has everyone gone quiet all of a sudden?
It's Jiang Li herself, isn't it?
Since this poison was carefully hidden away in a secret compartment, the one who concocted it is likely a resident of the house.
It's Jiang Li. Oh my god.
You mean Jialiang? Why would he poison himself? Think a little harder, Paimon. Someone else who lives here, and who might have expertise in crafting drugs. Huh? So you're saying... it was Jiang Li? Wait, but that doesn't make any sense either! Why would she poison her own husband?
I agree. It makes little sense. Jiang Li does not strike me as the kind of person who would do such a thing.
Look at the facts, though. How many people in the entirety of Liyue have the ability to concoct a poison from god remains?
It's too early to draw any conclusions. We should question Jia Liang about it once he has made more progress in his recovery. Yes. According to the origins and symptoms of diseases, the minor loads will disappear if the mother load is purged. So if we can find and destroy the source of these god remains, the poison will leave Jia Liang's system without the need for any further treatment. Do you know anything about god remains in Qingsa village?
Even the history books have no record of this. The only ones who'll know anything are those old fogies who have been hanging around here since the beginning of time. Didn't you used to be on good terms with the Adepti, though? You sure they didn't tell you anything about this? Well,
Changsheng's memories and powers are not what they were in her prime. These days, she has to enter a contract with a mortal and share their life force just to sustain her own life. I fear that such ancient events are long gone from her memory by now.
Oh my god, it's one of those osmanthus poison. Osmanthus poison felt the same as I remember, but where those who share the memory, or just osmanthus fucking medicine, tasted the same as I remember. But where are those who share the fucking memory? They're dead, apparently. Oh my god, again with Liyue's freaking... Liyue is the embodiment of osmanthus wine, I swear.
whoa, what? After a contract? Share life force? Sounds like some pretty spooky sorcery if you ask Paimon. Hey, plenty of people would jump at the chance to join forces with a powerful being like me. With my assistance in rebalancing your chi, not only can you extend your lifespan, but you will also be stronger, healthier, and able to eat whatever you like with no risk of upsetting your stomach. Stronger and healthier? Wow, that's amazing! Baizhu, maybe when you retire, you can let Paimon sign a contract with Changsheng for a few days.
Yes.
Unfortunately, Changsheng's contract has strict requirements regarding the host's temperament. None of her hosts have ever been exempted from these rules. I fear that I will be unable to accommodate your wishes, Paimon.
Temperament? Hey! What are you trying to say? Did you just subtly insult Paimon to her face? Ugh! Paimon's mad! You're getting ugly nicknames, both of you! Baizhu, you're... Mannequin Man! Changsheng, you're just... a pain in the neck! This is exactly why your natural temperament makes you woefully unsuited to being my host.
All right, everybody, calm down. Back to the matter at hand. Is there any way at all for us to seek counsel from the Adepti about this?
With how antisocial they are, if it were up to them, they'd go their whole lives without showing their faces to the common folk. What?
Seems you're as well connected as they say.
Shit, it's only, isn't it?
We are truly fortunate to have you on our side.
Oh, if you're talking about who Paimon thinks you're talking about, you better do the honors.
Oh, it's Xiao. Okay.
You called?
The moment she just goes out to the freaking cliff and then just started standing like that. Of course. Hey host, what's your answer? What? Does Kazuha crit? I don't know. I never played Kazuha, as far as I know. I just read whatever read whatever guide Kazuo has, and I don't think that he should be the one critting all the damage. Although I believe in flexibility, so it's optional. If you want him to get high attack and high EM at the same time, it's gonna be hard, but it's kind of possible for you to. Well, it's kind of possible for you to blast a crit. But so far as I've learned, I think just go with EM.
Gets Paimon every time. Are all Adepti in the habit of materializing out of thin air like this?
Well, this is unexpected.
Huh? It's you.
Baizhu of Boo Boo Pharmacy. I do believe I've had the pleasure before. The Lantern Rite, when we met briefly, I was unaware of your true identity. I must apologize for the discourtesy.
Huh? You two already know each other?
Our paths have crossed once before.
You do not need to make such a cool entrance like that, man.
I sense the presence of evil spirits. Is this why you called me? So someone has been concocting demonic poison. Too often, fervent desires drive mortals to abandon all regard for their own safety. It is lamentable.
Oh, it's lamentable. Yes, yeah, it's just definitely lamentable. You can lament that, man. You can lament that hard.
I now know what you seek. It is true that a god's remains are buried beneath the foundations of Qingce village. A vile monster known as the Che once wrought havoc over this land. Before it was subdued by Rex Lapis, the land was finally cleansed of poison when Rex Lapis used statues in his likeness to seal the serpent's remains. Qingce village was founded some time after that. The seal is still mostly intact. If the Che is the source, then it must be some of its blood leaking from deep underground. However, its aura is faint and barely detectable. You will need to investigate further to identify the location of the leak. I do not like to intervene against mortals unless absolutely necessary.
By seeing you play makes me want to play as well. I can't tell if it's a good thing or a bad thing.
But when demonic forces are involved, things can spiral out of control. If that happens, be sure to call my name again.
Yeah, just like what Xiao said, I can't tell. So if you were to play Genshin, the demonic forces are involved. Things can spiral out of control. But if that happens, roll Xiao.
Nothing. I do not wish to sway decisions that are mortals to make, but immortality may not be the blessing that you imagine it to be.
Thank you for the advice.
I shall treasure your words of instruction, Master Adeptus.
Farewell.
But hey, make it enjoyable. Like, and you can do anything you want in Genshin. It doesn't have to. You don't need to do the dailies and all that. You just don't need to pay for anything. If you want to roll, you sure, whatever. Just roll whatever. But be sure to try out the other things available in the game. You can just listen to music and just go fishing. I've done that. I've done that before. Or you can just straight up just do treasure hunting all the way until the whole map is all explored. You can enjoy the view. Or the best part, take pictures. I do that as well. Not a lot, not so often, but there is. I tried a lot of things in Genshin right now, and by the time Fontaine is unlocked, I'm gonna do the same again. Don't advise that. That is a pain. Of course, it is a pain when you're forcing yourself. But if you do it casually, just set up a target. Just okay, maybe open a few chests. Then yeah, sure.
What a strange Adeptus. Rather different from the way I remember them. That's show for ya.
If the god remains are leaking from underground, Jiangli must be paying a visit to a subterranean cave on her herb-gathering trips. If we can find the cave...
Master! Master, there's a problem.
Gui? Did you run all the way from Boo Boo Pharmacy?
What happened? Don't panic. Just catch your breath and tell me everything.
It's Jiangling.
It's Jiaoliang.
Sorry, it's Jialiang.
He was fine 1 minute, and then he suddenly took a turn for the worse.
Already? How? Based on past experience, he should have been fine for the next 3 days at least.
It seems that my worst fears have been confirmed. Everyone, back to Boo Boo Pharmacy now.
It's so strange to have a house here. Like, I'm pretty sure this one is wasn't supposed to be here in the first place. But it's here. It's here now. It's part of Baizu's quest line, and they put it like this. Such a unique placement. And there's nothing to enjoy here though. Maybe that one, at least. Bye, host. Alright, see ya. Enjoy your game. Alright. If you ever feel like playing, feel free. Just do whatever. Thank you for coming by. That is a pain. 100% map, not fun. Of course, when you're forcing yourself. That one's obvious. It's obviously not fun. Right? It's obviously not fun at all. It's obviously fun. It's obviously fun. 100% that, spending like 4 hours, is obviously fun. Holy shit. The accomplishment feels really freaking good, and up until you found there's another freaking chest next to you. Like, all of a sudden you just walk around and then bam, look at that. You turn around, there's a chest, and you just go like, how did I miss this? That's why I use the interactive map though.
Dad, what's wrong? Dad?
Don't be scared. Dr. Baizhu will be back soon.
I had to change glove. My wrist is a little bit in pain now.
Dr. Baizhu, you're back! My dad was doing fine earlier, but then he suddenly started coughing up blood. Now he can't even get a full word out anymore.
When Gui left, he was still conscious. But now...
Gui, please take Jiaoliang to the back room and prepare for treatment.
To the back room? Oh no, to the back room.
Yes, of course.
Don't worry, Ayu. I will cure your father.
Baiju's not gonna use Changsheng's secret art again, is he?
Wait,
Really no other way to
what?
save Xiaoliang?
Wait till next morning?
Oh, please don't worry. Dr. Baizhu will find a way.
But...
Oh, this is rare. Like, hearing this kind of voiceover is actually pretty rare. It got better. It got better ever since, compared to the Genshin Impact, the first initial version, the 1 point something. They weren't fun, because they weren't fun to listen to. The dub, I mean. Since the project wasn't taken seriously. Genshin Impact wasn't taken seriously back then. I remember all of that. When you had to go to the expedition, but you needed a character to to go, and after that you can't play the character until the expedition is finished. Ridiculous. Such a weird feature, I swear. And then there are times when you had to like do freaking domains and the ley lines. you only need to like... You don't have condensed resin back then, so you just suffer 20, 20, 20 resin every time. Need to run 8 times per day. Oh, those were the times, man. Holy crap. I suffered, man. I suffered. No, bird. Alright. Time to move to next morning and then see how it goes. This quest line is relaxing. It's a lot of talking, but you get to discover a lot more. The fighting part is just way too repetitive. Alright.
How are you feeling, Dad? Are you still hurting anywhere? You're not gonna suddenly collapse again, are you?
Much better, Ayu. I'm feeling much better. In fact, I can't explain it, but somehow I feel even better than usual. Wait, where's Dr. Baizhu? I still haven't had a chance to thank him. Seems he moved me here before I came to.
Master said he needed to take a quick rest and asked me to bring you out of the treatment room. He hasn't emerged yet, so he must still be resting.
Oh, really? Well, he must be tired from treating me for 2 nights in a row. I don't know how I can begin to repay him for saving my life. I'll have to discuss it properly with Jiang Li once we find her. Speaking of which, has there been any word of her whereabouts yet?
No, the Adventurers Guild hasn't gotten back to me yet. I'll go check with them again in a bit.
I'll come with...
Don't forget what Master said. You're still not out of the woods yet, Jialiang. I strongly suggest that you stay and rest at Boo Boo Pharmacy for now. I can accompany Ayu to the Adventurers Guild.
I suppose you're right. I'll have to rely on you this time. Though, on the bright side, this means I can thank Dr. Baizhu in person once he's finished resting.
Traveler, Baizhu hasn't shown his face ever since he went in to treat Jialiang again. Do you think he...
Died? Yeah, I think so too.
Huh? Hey, wait up!
Is it a cutscene?
Huh?
You're finally awake? That was far too risky. Even with me here to help you balance your chi.
There was no time. I had no other choice. In any case, it was not completely without benefit to myself. I managed to learn something. Jiang Li's design is quite brilliant. She makes numerous innovations that I can learn from. Alas, if only there wasn't a catch.
So, how much longer do you think Baizhu's gonna nap for? They've been outside waiting for you the whole time while you were asleep. Shall we at least go and show our faces?
All right.
Surely he hasn't. There's no way he could have just... Who's talking behind our backs again? Ah! Baizhu! Changsheng!
Of course. There's no need to be concerned. I merely had to transfer a rather large amount of life force on this occasion. But With Changsheng's help, I will recover in time.
Xiaoliang seemed fine yesterday. Why did he need more life-saving treatment again so soon?
I made an error in my initial diagnosis. Jialiang is in fact suffering from more than one ailment, and as a result, his life force depleted at a greater rate than I had anticipated.
What? You mean, even if you got all the poison out of him, he'd still be sick?
Yes. But more pertinently, the poison in Jialiang's system is there precisely because it is being used to manage his underlying medical condition.
What? The poison in Jialiang's system is there precisely because it is used to manage his medical condition. Oh. Oh. So it's a medicine, but it's not a medicine. It's a failed medicine.
Jialiang has a rare congenital heart condition, and ongoing treatment is essential to maintaining healthy functioning of his heart meridian. Left untreated, it puts the patient at risk of coughing up blood and fainting, and in the longer term, causes irreversible damage to the internal organs. Though it was created from god remains, this formula is not a poison in Jialiang's case. Rather, it's his medication.
Oh my god, Jiang Li.
Had he not taken it all these years, he likely would have died a long time ago.
Oh, Jiang Li.
Still, using poison to treat a disease is hardly a viable long-term solution. As time passed, and the poison accumulated in his system, it began to impact his cognition. Moreover, the longer he relied upon this medicine, the more resistant his body became to it. Jiang Li had to concoct ever greater quantities to ensure its continued efficacy, or he could have still perished at any moment.
That explains why Ayu said his dad has been getting worse, and why his mom went off to gather herbs.
God remains are extremely dangerous to be around, because humans have no natural defense against them. I shudder to think how many times Jiang Li has exposed herself to them. I fear that the situation is just as that Adeptus described. In an effort to save Jialiang's life, Jiang Li has abandoned all regard for her own safety.
I never suspected that even Jiang Li would turn to the same path as so many others over the years. Perhaps this is the inevitable course of fate. To sacrifice one's own life to save others. To go beyond human means in order to do the impossible. Whatever the cost may be.
Well, I think that it's too early to say with any certainty what fate has in mind. In any case, I have stabilized Jialiang's condition for now, so our immediate priority should be to get ourselves back to Qingsa village and find out where Jiang Li is. Her regular exposure to god remains over such a long period will have been catastrophic for her health. And given that she's already been missing for several days, I am fearing the worst.
It's me, Traveler, Dr. Baizhu.
It's Xiaoliang! Don't tell Paimon you overheard everything already.
Dr. Baizhu, please let me come with you. You've already done so much for my family. I can no longer just sit here and watch while you put yourself at risk for Jiang Li's sake. After all, if it wasn't for me, she wouldn't have had to put herself in harm's way in the first place. I know I won't be of much help in battle, but at the very least, I can show you the way. I'm sure I'll be able to remember. I know there's a spot where she says goodbye to me every time she goes to gather her herbs. I'm sure I'll remember. I have to remember.
Be careful. If you get too agitated, your blood pressure and stress levels will rise, putting further pressure on your heart. For your own safety, you should stay here and rest.
No! We're out of time! We have to go now. Right now. Before I forget everything again.
This trip will be extremely dangerous, and there is a very real possibility that you will not return from it. Are you sure you're prepared for that?
I never expected to live this long in the first place. My death is already long overdue. So why should I fear it? There's only one thing I fear now, and that's that I'll forget her again before we manage to find her.
Very well. Then follow me.
Dr. Baizhu, are you heading out again?
Yes. This could be a long one. Could you please prepare a dose of the usual formula? Please add an extra measure of mistgrass pollen and 1 dose each of the ingredients from the 3rd and 5th compartments of my medicine cabinet. I hope it works.
Dr. Baizhu, do you mean...
Hop to it now. And remember to be careful with the cauldron this time. You don't want to burn yourself again.
Okay.
Why do I feel like this is gonna hit me in the feels? I don't even care about the event now. I just want to see what the fuck is going on.
Everyone, please be careful.
That strange feeling is back. It's just like the day I went missing. It's as if something inside me is trying to guide me somewhere.
The Motherlode's influence is growing stronger. But is it because we're getting closer to the source? Or because the leakage of Che blood is growing more severe? Jialiang, can you sense which direction the source is in?
I think it's this way. Yes, I'm sure of it. I feel a dull ache in my heart. This must be the way.
Oh.
This place feels familiar. I think I've been here before.
There is an inauspicious presence here. Even I can sense it.
I think I remember this place.
Jialiang, are you okay? Maybe you should rest here while we continue the search.
No, I have to keep going. Jiangli is still waiting for me. Then let's hurry.
A walk would be nice.
This place gives Paimon the creeps. Who knows what we're gonna find up ahead? The digging marks here appear amateur and rather old. I suspect it is a thieves' tunnel. A thieves' tunnel? Paimon has heard rumors about treasure around these parts before. Maybe it was the treasure hoarders that dug this tunnel.
Judging by the tools they left behind, it's certainly a possibility. But why did they abandon this place without even stopping to pack up their tools?
I remember now. She took me here once and told me that she'd found a way to save me in this cave. But she said that the method would cause me to, curses. Why can't I remember what she said?
Easy, Jialiang. Come on, let's keep going.
I want to hear your cough. There we go.
Busted. Let me read you a verse. Know my soul.
Whoa, there's a sensor here. Those treasure hoarders sure made themselves at home.
I believe this sensor was used to burn a monster-repelling incense.
A monster-repelling incense? You sure? 'Cause we did run into that group of monsters just now.
The incense was burned several days ago. If I had to guess, the monsters we fought just now were enticed here by some entity deeper inside the cave. No doubt an encounter with the very same entity was what prompted the treasure hoarders to flee and abandon their designs on this cave. After them, Jiang Li was the next person to discover this place and what lies inside. But to her, it presented an opportunity to save Jia Liang's life, albeit as a last resort.
That's right. This sensor, it belongs to Jiangli. Yes, this was the place. This is where I told Jiangli to give me the poison.
Jialiang!
I'm fine. Let's keep going. I can feel it. She is right below us, waiting for me. I can feel it. We're getting close. We're almost there. It's right up ahead. The place where we made a pact together to...
Pact? A pact?
From the looks of it, the energy released by this mechanism can not only clear barriers, but also be conducted by corresponding mechanisms. Perhaps it's something we can make use of.
You've got to be kidding me. I need to use my brain now? Alright. It's simple. It's simple. This sounds easy. Oh. It's the haram. The forbidden material.
Bitter pill to swallow. Seems like an emergency.
Ring cutter. Huh? Huh. No, my sword.
Hmm? Hmm? Why do I need to push? Where's the activation? Or do I need to do a little bit of a chain reaction? Oh, I think I was.
Stabilize.
So like this? Can't climb, right? No, I can't. Don't tell me that is the wife.
Solidify. Zhongli.
The god remains must have lured them here. Watch my back.
Dr. Baizhu, how serious is it? Is she...
I can still feel a pulse, but her condition is quite grave. The god remains here are encroaching on her cognition, much as the poison in your system did to you. If we don't eliminate it soon, then even if we save her life, I fear that she may never wake up again.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's destroy the remains right away! It's not as simple as that. Don't you remember what Baizhu said? The poison within Jialiang's body is inextricably linked to the god remains here. If the source is purged, the poison in his system will stop having any effect. And the poison within Jialiang's body is keeping his heart condition under control. So, if it stops working... Oh no. Are you saying...
Indeed. If the god remains here are purged, then your life will come to an end.
I wondered when this day might come.
Wait! But we've all been working our butts off to save Jialiang's life! After all that, we can't just give up on him! Baizhu, you're a great doctor! Surely you gotta know of some other way we can save him, right?
You could continue to take the poison, which would buy you some time. As for Jiangli, maybe if we put our heads together, we can think of something?
It appears to me that she was striving to concoct her medicine for you, right up until the moment when she lost consciousness. Maybe it's her greatest wish that you will continue to take it and live.
Dr. Baizhu, give it to me straight. How long does Jiangli have?
The god remains have reached her internal organs. Under ordinary circumstances, I would give her less than 3 days. But if I were to treat her using a secret art...
But what would be the point of that? Dr. Baizhu, I'm all too aware of the dangers of god remains. You are not the first to mention it to me. If I continue to sustain my own life using this wretched substance, not only would Jiangli have to keep risking her life to make my medicine for me, but I would have to live with the looming threat of these remains breaking out and wreaking havoc not just upon me, but my entire family. I know for a fact that I should have died over a decade ago. The fact that I've been around to see how you grow up is already a great blessing from Rex Lapis. If my choice can bring Jiangli back, then even if I die...
Xiaoliang.
After cheating death for so long, it seems I've grown somewhat addicted to life. Traveler, Dr. Baizhu, could I have another minute with my wife? I just want to have one final moment together. Just a moment. That's all.
Of course.
Thank you, everyone. And I'm sorry that I won't be able to repay your kindness in this life.
Xiaoliang. Baizhu, Changsheng. Is there really nothing else you can do?
I am sure that over the years, Jiangli will have tried all the conventional methods known to humankind. As for less conventional methods, I have little expertise besides Changsheng's secret art.
Mortals are fated to grow old and pass on when their natural lifespan runs out. If it were so easy to combat the natural processes of aging and death, Jiangli would not have had to resort to unnatural methods.
What a crazy situation. Jiangli risked it all to save Jialiang's life. And now, Jialiang has to sacrifice himself to save Jiangli. What's the point of it all?
I've seen many final farewells in my time, but I can never get used to it.
In the human realm, all things must come to an end. Is it not a fitting end to die for a worthy cause? At least, that's what generations of masters before you have always believed.
The path they chose was indeed a heroic one. But when I think of those who would willingly sacrifice themselves for others, I cannot help but think that theirs are the lives least deserving of death.
When all this began, we agreed that once Ayu was old enough to help you gather herbs, it would be time for me to go. If you could only see him now. He took me all the way to Liyue Harbor to see the doctor. And he even got the Adventurers Guild to search for you. So, I know that you'll both be okay without me. I've said my goodbyes. My time has come. Do what you must.
As you wish.
It will eat away at both your cognition and your memories. In the end, you'll become little more than a shadow of your true self.
I'll take it. At the very least, it will allow me to stay with you and watch Ayu grow up.
Mom, something's really wrong with Dad.
Don't fret, Ayu. I will gather some medicinal herbs right away. I promise you, nothing will happen to our family.
Why would these memories come to mind now? The longer we live, the tighter we cling to what we have. Oh, how I would love to hear your voice one last time.
Jialiang! 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 Jialiang!
Dad, are you awake?
Jiangli, Are you? Didn't I... Huh? What are these?
How does it feel to come back to life?
Do you feel strange or different in any way? If so, could you describe it to me in detail?
Dr. Baizhu, I thought that I was going to...
Die? You did indeed. As things stand now, you're more akin to a zombie than a human.
I'm a zombie?
That's right. Before we set off, I asked Chi-Chi to prepare an elixir of immortality. With its help, you have been suspended in the space between life and death. Of course, this is but a crude imitation of an Adeptus art. I don't expect it to extend your life indefinitely. Whether it will keep you alive for a few days, a few months, or a few years, I'm as interested as you to find out. But, however long you have left, I believe it should be more than sufficient time for you to say your final goodbyes before departing the world in peace. I hope that Director Hu finds this arrangement to be a satisfactory one.
An elixir of immortality? How'd you cook that up? Ugh. Leave it to you to work on something like that behind my back.
It's a work in progress that hardly lives up to its name, and it would have had no effect were it not for Jia Liang's iron will. In the end, I am merely a doctor. I understand very little of the great principles governing life and death and the perpetual cycle of yin and yang. All I know is that if I'm presented with a life that deserves to be saved, I will do everything in my power to save them. And even this would have counted for nothing without Director Hu's assistance. After all, did you not tell Jia Liang to show us the way before we set off for Qingce village?
Oops. And I'm busted.
Without Director Hu nudging things in the right direction, we may not have found Jiang Li in time.
No wonder he didn't mention the elixir back then. I thought he was being frank and transparent with me for once, but apparently not.
Director Hu told me to keep her suggestion a secret, but it seems nothing escapes Dr. Baizhu's attention.
Never underestimate a serpent's sense of smell.
All I wanted was to help Jia Liang find his missing wife as soon as possible, so that he could be on his way to the afterlife without any unfulfilled wishes making the journey more difficult than it needs to be. Leave it to Boo Boo Pharmacy to snatch the perfect opportunity right out of my hands at the last hurdle. Never mind. I'll just have to put it down in the books as a deferred consideration. One Chi-Chi was enough of a conundrum. The last thing I need's another one. If I'd known this was coming, I'd have whisked him off to the Wangsheng funeral parlor the moment I found him.
You stay away from my dad! When I grow up, I'm gonna become an even better doctor than Mom and Baizhu, and cure Dad for good!
Oh, is that right? Well, you wouldn't be the first person who's tried to put Wangsheng funeral parlor out of business. If you're serious about it, you'll have your work cut out for you. Traveler, Paimon, I'll catch you all another time.
Oh, is she finally gone? All's well that ends well. If you ask Paimon, we should probably do something to celebrate this hard-earned family reunion. At times like this, a grand celebratory feast is in order.
It feels like it was a whole lifetime ago when I last talked with Zhongli and Ayu around the dinner table.
Yay! Paimon can't wait! Alright, first things first, off to the market for some fresh ingredients. Let's go!
Wait up! I'll come too!
Baizhu, thank you so much for everything you've done for us.
Don't mention it, Jiangli. I was just doing my duty.
Just your duty, huh? Baizhu, Changsheng, would you mind if we took this conversation outside?
Now that you are part zombie, there are some rules that you need to know.
Yes, ma'am. I'm listening.
First, don't forget to stretch your body regularly. Second, don't forget to...
Yes? Go on. Don't forget to...
I forgot.
Oh my, they implemented other character perspective? There's the first time I'm seeing this one, only on Baizhu so far. I don't know about Dia though. But I'm really curious. Oh my god.
I've taken a look at your elixir of immortality. It's not altogether dissimilar from the poison I concocted in terms of the way it functions.
I have to say, Jiangli, it was a stroke of genius to use poison to maintain life. I hope you're not too upset at me for copying your methods.
No, not at all. With your intellect, even if you'd never seen my poison, I believe you would have eventually arrived at the same approach. But I'm still impressed by how quickly you managed to gain such a thorough understanding of it. Jialiang's still only been in your care for a few days. Not just that, you even managed to improve upon the original formula. That cannot be explained by intellect alone. Baizhu, be honest with me. Did you try out some of the poison on yourself?
Huh. Told you the truth would surface sooner or later.
Life force isn't the only thing that Changsheng's contract lets you transfer between bodies, is it?
Nothing gets past you, Jiangli. You are correct. Besides life force, Changsheng's secret art also allows for the transfer of toxins and diseases.
Oh.
When I treated Jia Liang for the second time, I transferred some of the poison from his body into my own. Not only did this allow me to alleviate the burden on him, but it also gave me an opportunity to study its properties. There is no need to worry about any long-term consequences to my health, however. Now that the source has been destroyed, any remaining poison in me will have already dissipated.
But you took such a huge risk. If we hadn't destroyed the god's remains back there, then even you might have... What am I saying? I'm in no position to criticize you for this. The reason I left our master and went into hiding all those years ago was that he was getting old, and I didn't want him using up any more of his own life force to treat my husband. But in the end, how were my methods any different? I risked one life to save another, and then you tried the poison on yourself too. It looks like both of us have ended up going the same way as our master before us. Are all disciples of Chenyu Vale destined to turn out this way? To live a short life, having given away our own for the sake of others? To fight relentlessly against the natural course of life and death, whatever the cost? Maybe our fate is sealed the moment we decide to study medicine.
We are doctors, Jiangli. We ought never say that anyone's fate is sealed.
Baizhu, I can tell that, over the years, you've used the contract with Changsheng to transfer many diseases and toxins to yourself. There are so many that some of them I don't even recognize. Can you still stop before it's too late?
I think you know the answer, Jiangli. Every one of us from Chenyu Vale believes in the same thing.
Hey, food's ready!
Mom, come and join us. The Traveler taught me a load of new recipes, and said even Dad'll be able to taste them. Come and try them out.
Yes, darling. Mom will be there in just a second. Hey, slow down. Baizhu, I know I won't be able to convince you, but please don't forget that if one day you're not around anymore, Chi-Chi, Gui, and all the friends who have grown fond of you, they will all miss you dearly.
There's no need to worry, Jiangli. I know what I'm doing.
I can only hope so.
Baizhu, what did Jiang Li mean by not around anymore? Are you gonna be okay? Every single mortal I've ever contracted with, including Baizhu and Jiang Li's master, has passed away at a young age. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. You said that the contract with you helps people live longer.
It is a very long story.
Long ago, when plagues ravaged the land, one doctor made a pledge to rid the world of pain and suffering. But even the most ingenious mortal medicine could not stay the tide of disease. And after working tirelessly for many years, even his dearest loved ones fell sick and bade their final farewell. Legends told of an herb lord in Chenyu Vale who could cure any illness known to mankind. The doctor sought the herb lord, but found only a white snake, its breathing weak and its power all but spent.
Sign this contract and let our lives be joined. Then I will impart to you the secret art of healing. But be warned, this art will harm your own health.
With means beyond human ken, the doctor could now reverse the process of death. And yet, the time still came to say goodbye. Only now, the one departing was the doctor, his life force spent. His final act in life was to pass on the contract to his final patient, his favorite disciple. The disciple chose to dedicate their life to saving the lives of others. And generation upon generation followed in these footsteps. Since I inherited this contract, I've always respected the path taken by my predecessors, and followed it myself unquestioningly. That is, until I tried to use the art to save my own disciple's beloved. She begged me not to use up my own life force. She said that this art is a poisoned chalice, an evil and unnatural practice. She did not wish to sacrifice one life for the sake of another, when both were lives she treasured. Only then did it occur to me. Did I not suffer when my master passed away, just as patients' families do at their loved one's deathbed? Are not the lives cut short by this contract just as worthy of saving as any patients? What is this contract to us? Medicine or poison? Alas, I no longer have enough time left to find the answer. I entrust to your care both Changsheng and this final question. May you find a remedy for this conundrum, which has ailed us so.
Time and again, no matter how much I try to warn them or balance their chi, I can never save them. And you? What's your answer?
If I abandoned the contract and left you without a host, what would happen?
I suppose I'd spend my final moments taking a nice nap on Mount Yaojun. Then I'd be reunited with my old friends and your predecessors.
Then it's decided. If there's a life in front of me that deserves to be saved, why shouldn't I do everything within my power to save it?
Once again, it's the same answer. So be it. Close your eyes. Who knows how many more people will take on this contract?
None. This contract will end with me.
My contract has strict requirements on the host's natural temperament. All my hosts have been most pure of heart.
But when one with an altruistic nature gains access to this art, they are more seduced than the average person by the miracle of overturning the laws of life and death. Though they know better than anyone else the fate that awaits them, when faced with the sorrows of humanity and the pain of losing their nearest and dearest, they cannot help but reach beyond human means. They are like moths that throw themselves into the flame, seeking a glimmer of hope in a dark world filled with pain and suffering.
So, Baizhu, does that mean...
I suppose that would make me a moth that yearns for the light, but doesn't want to be burned to a crisp. Cheng Sheng's art can transfer pain and suffering between people, but it cannot reduce the total amount of pain in the world. It's just like we witnessed. Either Jia Liang feared for Jiang Li's life, or Jiang Li grieved over Jia Liang's sacrifice. I have nothing but the utmost respect for my predecessors, who sacrificed their lives for their principles. But I do not wish to join their ranks, nor do I wish to pass on this contract to anyone else in the future.
Huh? But didn't you already transfer a ton of diseases onto yourself?
What makes a poison poison? And what makes a disease a disease? When it comes down to it, are not both mechanisms that affect the operations of the human body? If disease is defined as deviation from normal functioning, then who knows? Perhaps the true elixir of immortality could in fact be a kind of poison. Many may view the notion of searching for immortality in poisons and illnesses as a flagrant violation of the natural order. But to me, it is no different from the way our ancestors tested the medicinal qualities of herbs by sampling each and every one. I don't want those who come after me to lose their lives to this contract. Nor do I wish for Cheng Sheng to perish from losing her host. This leaves only one solution, doesn't it? Precisely. I will be Cheng Sheng's final host, and the tradition of passing down the contract will end with me.
Even the gods of old struggle to achieve true immortality. First you want to save others, then you want to save yourself. Now you even want to save me. You're getting greedy, Baizhu.
But isn't wanting to have it all what makes us human? For a selfish moth like me, who's afraid of the flame yet yearns for the light, the only path forward is up towards the moon.
For once, Paimon just does not know what to say.
Dr. Baizhu, Traveler, what are you still chatting about? The food's about to get cold.
We also have coconut milk for Cheng Sheng and Paimon.
Okay, fine. Let's go grab some food. Paimon has a bunch of burning questions, but they can wait till after we've eaten. I do envy Paimon sometimes. Eating her fill is enough to satisfy her body and mind.
True. And yet, although we call them simple pleasures, are such things as these not precisely why we mortals cling desperately to the life we have?
Oh, damn, son. Okay. That is by far one of the most enjoyable Archon quests that I've done in a long time. I knew it was already good, but I didn't expect it to be this good. this is really one of the saddest quests, but it says says a lot about the reality of what doctors are doing right now. Yeah, that is actually true. That is actually freaking true. It's just that this thing in particular, they just added an extra twist where they use fictional magical abilities in order to describe what doctor has been doing for the past few years. How much medicine has evolved. Oh, but for them to write like this, it's just way too unique. I legitimately learned a lot of stuff from here. Like, in terms of perspective, of course. I'm actually impressed. Damn.
I never embark on a journey without a good book to accompany me.
Oh, that was amazing. That was amazing. That was really good. Like, holy shit.
Young Lee's still waiting for us. Let's go talk to her, shall we?
I would actually go through all the freaking dialogues one more time, just to listen to it one more again. It was an experience. One of my favorites. The rest, though. Maybe the final part for Raiden Shogun. I can choose that. Zhongli, both acts are pretty good as well. I don't remember Hu Tao's that much. Oh, Tainari as well, actually. Oh my god. Oh, I forgot that Tainari is also a completely despair session.
It was on a deserted moonlit night that the hero approached the vile dragon's limpid lair.
Okay. Maybe we'll do a little bit of... Hu Tao's one is Witness Life and Death. Damn, I still don't remember. I might need to... I think I'll go through the cutscenes on YouTube. Again. But I do remember running the domain though. I just didn't realize that it was something about the domain. Maybe I'll go through a little bit and just to remember. But that was super interesting. Holy shit, I enjoyed that so much. Alright. As much as I wanted to end everything, I feel like I should really go through this one again. Oh my god. Maybe I'll go through half of New Year and then just end it there. I'll continue on another day. Because Baizhu's questline just hit me in the feels so hard. Holy shit. Not the death part. It's just the fact that this guy wants to find immortality just to end just to keep the contract on him only. Oh boy. Anyway. Let's do a few Liu.
Wow. Liyue Harbor is still bustling as always.
Where merchants flock and all ships dock. Now I understand what that saying was trying to describe. Still, nothing beats seeing it with your own eyes. Welcome to Liyue Harbor. I hope you had a smooth journey. Lady Ningguang instructed me to wait for you here.
Hmm? Oh, it's Ningguang's secretary! Which Bai is it again?
It's Baiwen. I assist Lady Ningguang with collecting and organizing intelligence.
That's right, Baiwen! Paimon remembers now. The other two are Baishu and Baishao.
Lady Ningguang? You mean Tian Xuan of the Liyue Qixing?
Yep, that's her. But why does Ningguang want to see us? Wait, and how does she even know that we'd be arriving in Liyue Harbor today?
Lady Ningguang likes to stay informed. Nothing slips through her intelligence network. She wishes to invite our visitor from Fontaine, Mademoiselle Charlotte, to join her at Eugene Terrace to discuss cooperation. What would she want with me? This is the first time I've ever been to Liyue Harbor. Lady Ningguang has known of you for quite some time. A talented and capable journalist with the Steambird who writes insightful, engaging, and, most importantly, factual prose. She rather admires your work. She also understands that in revealing the truth, your exclusive news, you have offended some interested parties that have been pulling strings behind the scenes. And that is why you have been sent on an international reporting trip to cover the Genius Invocation TCG events.
Wait, what? That's terrible! Oh, poor Charlotte.
No, it's just part of the job. I'm already used to it. But I'm surprised to learn that Lady Ningguang knows so much about my situation. Does she know my boss or something?
Paimon wouldn't be surprised. She seems to know everyone and everything.
Lady Ningguang also welcomes the two of you to join, if you're interested. Oh, you didn't tell me you were best buddies with Lady Ningguang.
Oh, Paimon wouldn't go that far. We've just been invited to the Jade Chamber as honored guests a couple times. But anyway, if Ningguang wants to discuss work stuff with Charlotte, it's probably gonna be best if we stay out of the way, right? Maybe we can go ask around about the card snatcher while you have your meeting with Ningguang.
Oh, are you sure? All right, thanks. Then I'll leave you to it. Let's catch up and swap notes later. I'm actually pretty excited to meet Lady Ningguang, so I don't want to keep her waiting. Very well. Please, Mademoiselle Charlotte, follow me. See you two later.
Sounds like Charlotte's a top-notch journalist, huh? Paimon's not sure what that exclusive news is all about, but it definitely sounds like a big deal. And if she manages to write up an article about this card snatcher case, we'll be featured in her exclusive news too!
It feels like we're about to become famous.
Yep, you're right. Okay, why don't we start asking around at the docks? There's always a lot of people coming and going. Maybe someone's seen people trading cards there.
Okay, now the energy of the event, the energy of the whole thing has changed. It shifted instantly. After finishing Baizhu's quest line, it didn't even linger. Move on to Charlotte, and then it just changed everything, the mood. It didn't ruin it. Now it has a different vibe.
anything you need delivered?
I enjoyed this cat way too much. I was on. Yoan.
Hi there, come here.
Sure, go ahead. I'll answer as best I can.
Why is he fat?
Have you noticed anyone here collecting card backs for Genius Invocation TCG recently?
Card backs? No, I'm afraid not.
Bless you, sir.
Sorry. Just before a girl in human attire walked by, and I've been sneezing non-stop since.
Well, take care of yourself and get well soon. We'll keep asking around.
I'll be alright. While the Millilith stands guard, evil shall never prevail.
That poor man. Kirara passed by. Oh, that's me.
Hey there, got a question for you.
That's me.
Hello. Ask away. If it's fish you want, I've got all the answers.
Actually, it's not about fish. We were just wondering, since you're here all day running your stall, have you seen anyone collecting card backs for Genius Invocation TCG?
Genius Invocation TCG. Afraid I don't know anything about that. People come here for blackback bass, but not card backs.
That's a nice line. That's a nice line. Oh, who wrote this shit? It's so good. Oh, that I did not expect a blackback bass.
Really? Sorry to bother you then. We'll try our luck somewhere else.
Who wrote this line?
Don't you want to buy some fish to take with you? All my fish are super fresh, you know.
Oh, that was so well written. Holy crap. Alright. Good job, actually. That was impressive. People here search for blackback bass, but not a card back. I'm gonna turn on my Discord a little bit. Hold up. I need to check some messages. It's just the boring stuff. Alright. Close it back. Let's focus on the game.
Hi there. We'd like to ask you about something.
Oh, sure. Ask away. The ship's already set sail anyway, so I've got all the time in the world.
Have you seen anyone around here recently collecting card backs? You know, for that really popular game, Genius Invocation TCG?
Is Paimon okay? Oh my god, Paimon's not okay. Yeah, the little gap over here actually managed to glitch Paimon out. How am I keep attracting bugs every time I stream? What the hell is this? Oh, it's a minor bug. It's not that big of a deal. It's just a model issue. Okay.
Collecting card backs? I've definitely seen people around here playing the game, but I'm usually preoccupied with thinking about the sea. I've never paid too much attention to it.
It's fine. We'll ask someone else.
Oh, I really.
Oh no, it's even worse. The moment she freaking floats around. Dang.
Well, this got off to a slow start. Let's try somewhere else.
Hey, you two. Looking for someone?
Okay.
Paimon knows that voice. It's Kozma!
Nice to see you again, Traveler and Paimon. Very well, thank you. Even better now that you're here. Captain Beidou needed to return to Liyue to take care of some business, so I've been taking the chance to get to walk around town. It's a nice surprise to run into you two here.
I will get you. I will get you. How many days left for the banner? I can at least get some 20 to 30 rolls.
Looks like you have questions. May I be of any help?
2 weeks. 2 weeks. Okay. Okay. So 6、7、42、412. 420 per week. 420 per week. And if I have Vulcan, that is like 90 primos or something. 9、7、63. So I can get at least 1,200 something then. 1,200 something per week. That should be close to like 630. Yeah, about 1 day, 1 roll. Yeah. I can see that. That's very close, very close. It's getting offset after reaching the 6th or 8th, where I will actually lose 1. I will be 1 wish less. Yeah.
Well, long story short.
Should be fine. Should be fine. Almost sharp reset as well. Good point. So I should get around 40 to 50 then.
I see. Well, the harbor breeze is as peaceful and pleasant as ever. I don't believe that the card snatcher you're looking for has been through here.
Huh. Okay.
I'm not sure if that's good news or bad in your eyes. Oh, by the way, it seems there's a competition being held nearby. I stopped to have a look. This Genius Invocation TCG. It seems to be immensely popular at the moment.
Wait, have you never played it before, Kazuha?
No, I haven't. I have quietly observed from the side. The captain brought a small box aboard recently that contained a variety of beautifully illustrated cards. She enjoys playing with the crew while enjoying a few drinks. A few too many, perhaps.
That's called the Casket of Tomes. It's what you use to carry your cards in, and it helps you find players nearby, too. You should give it a try, Kazuha. The rules are pretty easy to pick up, and then you'll have a fun game to play with your friends.
Forging friendship through card-based combat does sound quite delightful. All right, then. Show me the ropes, if you please.
Paimon can teach you. Paimon's watched the Traveler play a ton of times, so even Paimon's a master invocator now. After we teach you the rules, we'll also have to get you a Casket of Tomes.
But what about this card snatcher you're looking for? Is not dealing with that more urgent at present?
Oh, good point. Paimon got so caught up chatting with our old friend that she nearly forgot about our promise to our new friend. Now where should we go next? Huh? Hey, look over there. Isn't that the Inazuman courier who Diona was chatting with back in Mondstadt? What's she doing here?
I just noticed the logo at her waist. Isn't that Komania Express?
Huh? Do you know that company, Kazuha?
Yes, I've heard of it. They provide delivery services in Inazuma.
Okay, there might be a possibility where I'm going to make a study stream tomorrow. If I'm gonna try and spend some time to study a few things, since it's been a while since I've actually truly sit down and tried to study something. I just bought a book too. I rented a book. Might as well just spend time trying to read it. Yeah, maybe I should do that. But that means I need to go through this event then, by today. Why did I call it the Casket of Tomes? Is this going to be a joke or a pun? I have no idea. I actually have no idea why it's called a Casket of Tomes. Wasn't there wasn't there a history behind it? Something about a curse? Yeah, it's a historical thing.
Looks like she's having some trouble. Why don't we go and introduce ourselves?
I think so. Forgot. Yeah, I never really pay attention to it that much. But if you want to hear a pun, I can tell you one. Screw it, go for it while I'm going through the quest. Go for it, go for it.
Which way is it from here?
Hey there! You look lost. Need any help?
You frightened the life out of me! Huh? Oh, I recognize you. Weren't you at the Catskill in Mondstadt?
Yep, Paimon's name is Paimon, and these two are the Traveler and Kaitahara Kazuha. It's a strange coincidence running into you again.
Why is Graveyard a popular tourist attraction? Why?
Hello. Hello. My name's Kirara. I'm a courier for Inazuma's Komaniya Express.
I know Komaniya Express is widely praised for its punctual and safe delivery services, but I wasn't aware that the company had started operating internationally.
Oh my god, that is actually so. Oh my god, I'm cringing from that fucking pun. Oh, Huta would love it though. Ah.
Wow, it's rare to meet a fellow Inazuman abroad.
Oh my god.
Our company just recently began expanding its services overseas, which is great for me because now I basically get
Oh, that was
to
good.
travel all
That was
around
good.
the world. Only downside is I sometimes get a bit lost when it's my first time in a new city. Sometimes when I'm running late, I even have to change back into my original form and climb over walls to make sure the parcel's on time. Do you happen to know the way to the Wangsheng funeral?
Oh
parlor? I
no.
feel like I've been going in circles all day.
This is the timing for this fucking pun is. Oh, the timing for this pun is insane.
Yeah, we know the place. We'll show you the way.
You will? Oh, thank you so much.
The timing for this pun. Well, time to go to the Wangsheng funeral parlor.
Down on the ground, the dice spin around, while high in the sky, the sun shines bright. That last line could use some work.
Here we are. This is it.
Oh, why, it's the Traveler and Paimon. What brings you here? And I see you've brought some friends, clients, business partners, new associates.
Maybe leave the introductions to Paimon. This is Kaitahara Kazuha, and this is Kirara.
Hello, it is an honor to meet you.
Greetings, old friends and new. So, what brings you all to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor this fine day? Wait, don't tell me. Is it our latest promotion? Well, I'm touched that you journeyed all this way.
No, we were just giving Kirara directions.
Hello, ma'am. Are you Director Huta of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor? I'm your Komaniya Express courier, and we have a delivery for you. I just need to ask you for a signature.
Let me see. Oh yes, I've been expecting this. Delivery services these days make everything so much easier. I used to have to send my consultant running to and fro for this kind of thing. Say, Kirara, how flexible is your company in terms of delivering different types of goods? How about a living person? And what about someone who's more in between alive and dead?
Calm down, Huta. Why do you want people to... Alright, hold up. Damn, son. Okay.
Her tails are standing up on end.
Guess that's a no. Well, maybe we can talk about potentially expanding your company's services sometime.
Could I trouble you to take a moment and leave a 5-star review?
5 stars? Well, that's an odd number. Let's make it an even 6. No, much too low. Service this good deserves at least 8. In fact, 9. 1 extra for going the extra mile.
Oh, 5 stars will be plenty, really. But your enthusiasm means a lot. All right, I should be on my way now. Thanks again for the directions.
Yeah, don't mention it.
Cool. Well, I look forward to seeing you all again soon. Although, hopefully next time it won't be because I'm lost.
I heard you reciting a poem just now, Director Who. May I ask from where you drew your inspiration?
Oh, do you share a liking for poetry as well?
Oh my god, you serious right now?
Once in a while, I throw words at each other and see what sticks.
Yeah, there's no need for self-deprecation. I've seen people from all walks of life. And I can tell just from the way your sleeves flutter in the wind that you are a man of culture. Anyway, I'm preparing for the tournament final that will be held shortly. Anyone feeling poetic? I need ideas.
Tournament final? Ooh, you mean the Genius Invocation TCG tournament?
Yeah, that's the one. My next opponent is no small fry. Most of the time he's so unassuming you couldn't pick him out of a crowd. But during this tournament, it's like he sprang up out of the ground like a whopper flower and took the competition completely by surprise.
Ooh, ooh.
So I have a strong feeling that this will be a tough battle to win.
Then shouldn't you be focusing on your strategy? How is writing poetry gonna help?
Because skill doesn't thrill unless you've also got style.
What?
Let me give you an example you'd be more familiar with. To make a great dish, it takes not just flavor, but presentation too. Ever heard the saying, it takes 2 flint to light a fire? The same principle applies when you're trying to make an impression.
That sounds like it makes sense. Or does it? Oh, Paimon can never tell if who tell.
In duels to the death, some samurai pay each other respects before the fight. Often, the two opponents find they have much in common.
See? New guy gets it. What did I say? A man of culture.
You flatter me, Director Who. In my humble opinion, you could try incorporating your competitive aspirations into your lines. Or perhaps some words to intimidate your opponent.
Oh, we have an expert among us. Hey, why don't you play a match with me? It'll help me warm up and maybe find some creative inspiration.
As much as I'd like to oblige, I'm afraid that I haven't played before. I don't even have my own deck.
Perfect! Paimon really wants to watch you play. How about Paimon gives Kazuha a crash course right now?
Since everyone is so willing to offer their help, how can I refuse?
Wait, are we actually playing?
So there you have it. Those are the rules. Paimon also included a few little tips and tricks she's picked up from watching the Traveler play. Well, think you can handle it from here, Kazuha?
I think I've got it. Thank you, Paimon-sensei.
Sensei? Wow! Paimon's never been called that before!
Well, Kazuha, ready to go one-on-one against Liyue's most notorious backstreet poet?
Yes. Thank you for the opportunity, Director Who.
Any last words before the duel begins?
One moment. Okay, I think I've got something.
Wow, that was fast.
All right. Say your piece, Challenger.
Whoa, things are really heating up.
Minds like sharp blades clash. Friendship forged through cards and dice. Autumn leaves burn bright. I, Kaedahara Kazuha, humbly accept this duel.
The birds are chirping, the weather's so nice. Watch me roll 6 pyro dice. Director Who of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is ready for battle. my turn. Chi?
I am defeated. It's no wonder that Director Who has earned a spot in the tournament finals.
Talk about an exciting match, though.
Good thing I was able to send off all those summons of yours. I have to say, it's hard to believe that this was your first time playing.
I owe it all to Paimon-sensei's teaching.
Huh? You really mean that? Yay! Ah, shucks. Now Paimon's embarrassed. Well, Kazuha, did you enjoy Genius Invocation TCG?
Yes, indeed. There is a good variety of card abilities, and the tempo of the match can swing in an instant. I understand now why it's become so popular across Teyvat.
That I can fucking confirm. As a person who just freaking clutch official 1v3, I can confirm. The tempo of the match can swing in an instant. That goddamn clutch caught me off guard as well. Too strong, man. Too strong.
Oh, seems the world's gained yet another TCG player.
What the fuck, Haching? Where did you come from?
Kuching, when did you get here?
Shortly after these two had begun their match, everyone seemed so focused on the game that I didn't want to interrupt. You must be Kaedehara Kazuha? Your reputation precedes you. It's an honor to finally meet you.
Please, the honor is all mine. I have heard great things about the esteemed Yuhang from Captain Beidou.
Just call me Kuching. You played very well indeed, considering it was your first time.
Hey, Guina.
If we ever have the opportunity, I too would like to play a match with you.
Wow, Kazuha's already lined up his next opponent.
Why so surprised? Practically everyone at Yujing Terrace is playing Genius Invocation TCG these days. I also play from time to time, when time permits.
It would be my pleasure to join you for a match. However, I can't borrow the Traveler's deck forever. Our match might have to wait until after I manage to obtain my own casket of tomes.
Oh, that shouldn't be a problem. When we get back to the tournament venue, I'll ask a member of the Genius Invocation TCG Society to provide one for you. And please don't think about returning the favor. I assure you it's no inconvenience. Besides, a friend of the Traveler is a friend of us all.
I am grateful for your kindness, Kuching.
Pleasure. Also, Hu Tao, the final is about to start. I just came to make sure you're aware.
That Hu Tao was so cute. She was just trotting around at the background, left and right, and now she just appeared out of nowhere like this kind of boop like that. God, I love her so much. This is so adorable. It's so adorable.
Don't worry. It might look like my mind's on other things, but I'm still listening. Thorough preparation is the key to victory, after all. Will you all be coming with us to the venue?
All right, back to the task at hand. We're investigating a card snatcher. Have any of you seen someone going around collecting Genius Invocation card backs recently?
Card backs? You mean like the kind with a treasure chest design on it?
Yes, exactly. That's the one.
Funny. The word snatcher didn't come to mind when I saw him. He struck me as more of a potential client. I saw him playing a match against Chongyun this morning. He said that whoever lost would have to hand over their card back. It was close, but he managed to beat Chongyun in the end. After the match, he wiped the sweat from his forehead, took the card back from Chongyun, and left.
Sounds like we need to go talk to Chongyun then.
In that case, try Uwang Hill. I think that's where he should be. If I may ask, what else is this alleged card snatcher suspected of doing?
We don't know too much about him, apart from his obsession with card backs. But apparently, he's stolen other players' cards before.
Hi, bud. I'll tell you a funny story. I was in music block, so I wanted to use to grab some ideas from your previous work. What a coincidence that a random comment popped up on a video. It just appeared out of nowhere like that while you were checking.
I see. I'll inform the Millilith to be on the lookout for this individual. But while he's still at large, make sure you stay safe.
I think I'll go with the Traveler to Uwang Hill.
All right. See you later. With so many people rooting for me, I'm sure the match will be over before I can say phew.
Let's go find Changyun.
Also, you got a clip? Nilu not gonna like that? What? Clip on what? Which clip, actually? Which one are you referring to? So, if you don't know... Oh shit, I might need to... Man. Oh, right. Yes, I am, actually. Right, there was some point in the stream where I... worship Nilu, yeah. What time is it? Okay, after the scene, I think I might need to... I'm going to pause it after the scene.
Hey, don't panic. I'm sure we'll find her.
Changyun, we found you!
Paimon, traveler. And... Hello, I am Kaedahara Kazuha. Hi, I'm Changyun, an exorcist from Liyue. Long story short, this boy lost his friend while they were playing hide and seek.
I told little you not to hide anywhere too far away, but I've looked everywhere, and I still can't find her.
This kid has tears. Genshin has improved. The child has tears.
It could be dangerous to get lost out here in the wilderness. We'll help look for her too. Did you see which direction she went?
Yeah, I kind of peeked a little bit when I was counting. She went that way.
Okay, then let's start looking in that direction.
Bruh. Oh, it's okay now. Is it okay? I got disconnected for a second there.
Little you? Little you? Where are you?
A snapped branch and some trampled grass. It looks like the girl was hiding here.
Guess that means we're on the right track. Let's keep going.
Hold on. I need to pick up some pine wood. Okay, I'm good now.
There's a treasure hoarders again. Oh, let's hope little you didn't run into them. Seriously, why are we always running into these guys?
Hey, everyone! Have a look at this.
Are those genius invocation cards?
Oh, I know that one. It belongs to little you.
Oh no.
Her dad gave her a deck, and it's her favorite thing. She takes it with her everywhere.
So little you is definitely here. But there's a fork in the road up ahead. Oh, which way should we go?
Wait a moment. Did Little Yu's father also give her a small box to store the cards?
Yeah, a casket of tomes. I have one too.
Oh, of course. Why didn't I think of that? Yes. As long as she still has the box with her, we should be able to determine her location.
Quick, get our casket of tomes out.
Dude.
Let's see. There's Changyun and little Fang. Aha! There's
Come on, you little you.
Little you! Little Fong? I'm sorry. I shouldn't have gone so far away.
It's weird when they call it little you and little Fang, but I understand that they needed to translate it like that, since in Chinese it's called, in Mandarin it's called 小鱼 and 小放. Ah.
I was trying to find a hiding place, but then I saw a bunch of really angry looking guys and I got scared. So I ran and ran till I ended up here.
Don't worry. We've already taken care of the bad guys, but Uwang Hill is full of yin energy. You shouldn't be playing in a place like this. Understand?
Yes, sir. We won't do it again. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you for rescuing me.
Of course. Now, don't go running off. Hang tight for a moment, and I'll walk you both home.
Paimon's glad she was okay.
Me too. Good on Kazuha for coming up with the Casket of Tomes idea.
Yeah, how did the rest of us not think of that? Guess we use it so often when we're playing cards that it didn't occur to us to use it for anything else. What a nifty little gadget. The Sumeru scholars who invented it must be super brainy. Oh, by the way, Changyun, we wanted to ask you about something.
Oh, I knew there was something fishy about his obsession with card backs. I can't believe it. I let a thief slip right through my fingers. Whoa. Deep breaths. Stay calm.
It's not your fault. You didn't know what his intentions were. If I'd been in your shoes and he invited me to a duel on the same terms, I doubt I'd have sensed anything untoward either.
Exactly. He's crafty. If you're not paying attention, he'll just steal the card he wants. And if that doesn't work, he'll come up with some other way to get his hands on it.
Did he happen to say anything after he got the card back?
Not a lot. He seemed to be in a hurry. He just packed up his things and then left for the docks. But I did hear him grumbling about how far away Inazuma is, and how he wasn't looking forward to the boat journey.
This guy sure talks to himself a lot. Well, it sounds like a pretty solid lead, so Paimon thinks we should follow it. But first, we should stop by the venue.
Then I guess I'll take Little Fong and Little Yu home now. Though I'd really rather help track down that thief. Sure. I'm counting on you.
Whoa. Is it just Paimon, or did things suddenly get gloomier here after Changyun left? Come on, let's get out of here.
Well, the Lord did say that Chongyun is... Yeah. Oh my god, I'm pretty sure this is gonna take a few more hours, right? You know what? I'll try to. Gonna have to go for it. Gonna have to commit. Also my camera might actually run out of battery, so yeah, I might have to turn it off after this. It's been like what? Hours? Yeah, it's actually been hours.
What an incredible match. Truly mesmerizing to watch two players compete at such a high level.
Oh, it's finishing actually.
Paimon was hoping we'd at least get to catch a glimpse of the final round.
You're back. Did you find Chongyun? Everything goes smoothly?
There were a few hiccups along the way, but in the end, it all turned out fine. So Hu Tao, did you win your match?
Of course. It didn't go quite as phew as I'd expected, but all in all, it was still a good old wham bam I'd like to thank my fam.
Oh, that's so cute. Oh my god. I need to see who's not doing that more often. I really need to see that. I can look at it all day.
My opponent was no pushover. We both took out a couple of each other's character cards before it came down to the decisive round. I closed my eyes, held my breath, and clenched the dice tightly in my hand as I prayed for the blessings of all my supporters in the audience, both visible and invisible. Wink, wink. Can you guess what happened next? Channeling all my skill and style, with a flick of the wrist, I released the dice from my hands and shouted my battle cry at the top of my lungs.
Watch me roll 6 pyro dice!
And lo and behold, when the dice came to rest, I counted precisely 6 of the pyro persuasion. It was all over before I could say, "Pyre, pyre, pants on fire."
Wow, sounds like your poem worked like a charm!
Director Who's playstyle is rapid but graceful, like a lone butterfly navigating the depths of a forest. With a little luck beneath her wings, she soared above the competition.
Like a lone butterfly navigating the depths of a forest. Of course, of course. He screwed so bad. Nilu's not gonna like that. Shh! Fuck that. Fuck that. Screw that. Screw Nilu. I'm going back to my Huta, man. You see this plushie? Damn. You see this plushie right here?
Oh, luck is a key ingredient in every success. Wouldn't you agree, traveler?
Oh, it's Ningguang and Charlotte! Finished with your business meeting?
Yep. I have to say, the Tianquan has a very incisive mind. She's extremely insightful. I gotta admit, I'm kinda envious of Baiwen now. Oh, wow. You must be Kaidahara Kazuha.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Charlotte.
Well, Karina, if I were to disappear in the next week, you'll probably know what happened.
First the Traveler, now Kazuha. Feels like I've been inducted into the Tevat Heroes Club. I remember when you made the headlines of the Steambird. Young samurai blocks the Muso no Hitotachi. You captured the public imagination in Fontaine for some time.
My oh my. I had no idea I was up against such a legendary warrior in our card duel earlier.
That's all in the past now. I count myself as the fortunate one today for this chance to make so many new friends.
You humble fuck.
Today is
I love you.
indeed a momentous day to have brought us all together. I propose that I treat everyone to a meal to mark the occasion, if it pleases you all.
Oh, sounds like it's victory meal time. Count me in.
You'll have to excuse me for a moment while I wrap things up at the tournament venue. I'll join you all later.
This is great! We can have a nice hearty meal and get a good sleep tonight before heading off to Inazuma tomorrow.
Inazuma? Does this mean you found a new lead on the card snatcher?
Sure did! Investigating is what we
Oh
do.
my god.
Well, okay, guess luck played a part in it too.
I still have some things to take care of here in Liyue, so I'm afraid I won't be able to accompany you to Inazuma.
Okay, but remember to keep working on your genius invocation skills. You never know when Paimon-sensei will show up for a surprise inspection!
I've also heard some things about this card snatcher you're pursuing.
Already? Wow, nothing gets past Ningguang, huh?
A new card back appeared on the market recently. It's extremely rare and bears an image of a treasure chest. Some players are willing to pay exorbitant amounts of more for things of this nature, as they believe
Oh,
they
the
can
camera should run out of battery soon.
So I looked into them briefly to see whether there was any genuine commercial value in them.
Well, if it dies, it dies.
I quickly learned that every card back with that particular design had been scooped up overnight. There's not a single one left in all of Liyue. Initially, I thought this might be just another case of a merchant hoarding goods in hopes of maximizing their profits. But once I heard more, I realized it must be the thief you are after.
Is there anything else unusual about these card backs other than their rarity?
Unfortunately, since I didn't manage to procure one for myself, I'm unable to say for sure. All I know is that despite being custom-made, they are not particularly exquisite. If they were, you can be sure I would have purchased one sooner.
The mystery of this card snatcher gets more baffling at every turn.
It doesn't matter. Given how much he likes to talk to himself, he's sure to spill all his secrets sooner or later.
Every journey into the unknown is a mystery waiting to be solved. But often it is encounters with the unexpected that make the journey all the more interesting. For instance, it was certainly a pleasant surprise for me today to meet top talents from all around Teyvat.
It's done. I didn't want to finish it, but now it's finished.
By the way, does Captain Beidou play Genius Invocation TCG by any chance?
Yes. In fact, she's one of the best in the whole Crux fleet.
Would you mind putting in a word for me, Kazuha? I'm a longtime fan of Captain Beidou's. I always hoped I'd be friends with her someday, but so far I've never had the chance.
Sure. But please be gentle when you inevitably defeat her in Genius Invocation.
Okay, I'm gonna make this quick. I'm gonna make this super freaking quick.
Hi there, my name's Charlotte. I'm a reporter for the Steambird.
Okay, thank you, Charlotte, for being quick.
Could I borrow a moment of your time for a brief interview?
Sure. Go ahead.
You made a promising start in this competition, leaving many contenders in the dust on your way to the finals, before narrowly missing out on a championship win when you lost to Director Hu Tao of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. It must be difficult for you knowing how close you came to victory.
I like this.
With this in mind, would you like to share your thoughts on how the final match played out?
Sorry. Do you want an answer for the media? Or do you want my actual thoughts?
I'd like to hear your actual thoughts, of course.
Well, I've always said that playing cards is 70% skill and 30% luck. But when your opponent rolls 6 dice of the same element at once, there's no coming back from that. Not even with Adeptus level skills. So there was no hope for a mere adventurer like me.
I'm gonna make this quick. Oh, what? Okay, this one's locked, this one is locked, this thing. So rotate surface. I didn't think much. What the fuck? This. So... Oh. Just play the game purely on instinct. Nothing special. There is absolutely nothing special. Don't worry about it. Oh, it's the fighting thing. Alright. I'll do it later. I'm gonna finish this. It's been like, what? 3 hours? There's 3 hours. Ooh, nice. Big progress. Big progress. I like it. Alright. Okay, let's end somewhere. I think I'll end it here, actually. Need to find a good place to stand on. Oh. Did you play Inazuma Card 1? Match against Ayaka? Did you just spoil me? I haven't reached that part yet. Oh no. I'm planning to do the Inazuma questline on another time. Possibly around Thursday, Wednesday. So for now, I just went through Baizu's questline as well as the Liyue side of the event. that is the progress so far, and I haven't gone through the rest of the battle yet. Although, now that you just say that the next one will be Ayaka, I'm looking forward to fight now. But the name though, Sichutou and Hongyu. Well, I think I'm gonna have to turn off the camera now. Wait, let me just wave a little bit. There we go. Camera has been deactivated. Weekly boss next stream? I guess. Yeah. Screw it. I think I'll do it. I don't, but though I'll most likely do weekly boss off stream though. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. I can just do my dailies and then just finish all my work and then try to set up many of the plans for next stream. So most likely I will do a weekly boss on stream rather than off. That includes the TCG stuff as well, actually. Okay, it's been 3 hours. I think I'm gonna have to end it here. Next stream, Inazuma questline. Go through the event. Oh, actually, maybe around 2 days from now. Yeah, maybe in two days from now. I can stream another one. Since when's the next quest? Unlock after 1 day. Yeah, unlock after 1 day. We can one shot this next stream. Yeah, this is possible. Alright. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. I'll see you guys Friday, perhaps. Or Thursday. I'll set up a schedule next time. Alright. Bye bye. Have a good night.